Hi guys, so welcome back. I'm laughing because my husband and I are currently arguing. We're not arguing, we're disagreeing about something that is so like, really? Are we really disagreeing about this? So here's the backstory. So this weekend we went somewhat out of town. And
Bye.
And yeah, no, say hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh.
We went out of town, and when we were there, we let baby run around. She had space. She was like really enjoying herself. So she's running around, and I'm just me, like literally being who I am. I'm super. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Like trying to make sure she doesn't fall, make sure she didn't go out to the road and things like that. So my husband, of course, he was there too, but he was either inside when I was outside or he was outside while I was inside with her. So we were alternating, just, taking her out because she was literally like at the door, like, hey, take me outside. So with that in mind, I thought I was doing the right thing by purchasing a. Now he got me a bit second guess on myself, like, dang, like, is it really bad? But anyways, so I purchased her like a little child restraint. In other words, a leash. And when I tell you, when it came in the mail today, my husband was just like, we're not gonna use that. Straight face, like, went back and forth. So I am going to take a pause and just share my perspective, and I'll let him share his perspective, and we'll come to hopefully an agreement that is fitting to both of us. But who would have thought that like a child restraint, a leash, would cause so much of a disagreement? Like, dang, I guess that should be one of the things that couples discuss prior to getting married and having kids. But in my defense too, I would definitely say that I was never pro child leash prior to having a baby. I wasn't. But I feel like as a parent, I see it. Like, I want her to be free. I want her to explore. I don't want to stunt that. So yeah, so like let her go, but at the same time I want to be proactive rather than reactive, and safety always comes first. So yeah. So in my mind, like, having it will ensure that she doesn't go too far, or she doesn't run off or get snatched up in these streets. Not that we're gonna be in the streets, but it's just, you can go out, but you still have to keep a safe distance until she gets to the point where she realizes that, hey, if you hear mommy's voice and mommy says come back, we have to come back. That's a skill that we want to develop within her, but she's only 13 months. Like, she's a baby. She listens when she want to listen. And it's probably going to be like that for a while too, because she's my child. But anyways, like, yeah, so my take on it is safety first. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather have something that's going to ensure that she doesn't go off too far, even though I'm going to always be right there with her. I'm always going to be aware of our surroundings and everything too. But at the same time, this little baby, she likes to run. She likes to just go, and she is so fearless that it's just like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to get my husband and let him share his perspective on this topic. And then we'll see if we can come to a conclusion, okay? All right, so stay tuned as we try to figure something out. You have any? Hi. What you talking about, girl? Can you blow kiss kiss? So, babe, share with us your thoughts.
Okay. So, my thoughts on it are, well, go from when I pulled it out the package. Immediately, I said, heck no.
That ain't what you said.
I know it ain't what I said, but we're trying to keep it PG. right? So I've always been against leashes. It's gonna call it what it is. It ain't no child restraint. So it ain't gonna leash, okay? And ever since I seen them on kids years and years ago, I was even still a kid. I didn't like it. I just feel like it's not really necessary. If you're already gonna be around the baby and watching them, and you can get there in time to stop them from getting too far away from you, or hold their hand or whatever. At the end of the day, you the parent and they the child. So even though she might not take all the orders right now or directions, you still can be there like you need to be. And even with that leash, it's going to keep you in the same proximity as if you were standing there with them anyway. I feel like you can get there in time or be and stop them from doing or going where they trying to go if need be. And also I feel like kids turn out to be crazy when you put them on a leash and you have them restrained sometimes. You see it. I've seen examples of it. How some kids turn out to be a little extra after being restrained or whatever for some time. And so, and then at the end of the day, you gotta let them be a kid. Like, I know I wasn't on no restraint or leash. I know my wife wasn't on no leash or nothing, and look how we turned out. I mean, kids gonna be kids at the end of the day. You gotta let them. Some of them bumps and bruises is gonna come with the game. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's necessary. I don't promote it.
As he crossed his hands as he said that. Okay, so can we further discuss now that we both shared our take on it?
Okay.
Okay. So, you did say that one, she's at an age where she doesn't quite understand the stop or come here, correct?
No, but
so you think that every time you tell her to stop or come here, she comes or she stops?
No, but you gotta keep reinforcing that stuff.
Absolutely. So I don't see the leash as a way of saying, like, now come here, little girl, here. Like, no, she's not an animal, like you said before. She's not. I know that. I see it as a second means of protecting her. Yes, I'm always going to be right there with her. You too, as her parent. But it's just in case she darts off quickly and mama response time isn't as quick getting to her as it needed to be. Like, it's more preventative. Like, not to say that every time we walk outside or go somewhere she's gonna be on a leash. It's not to restrain her or to keep her from being a kid and exploring. It's to promote her exploration and just like make sure that she remains safe. At least that's how I see it. And I heard you say about, kids being crazy from being on a leash. Like, I feel as if that has more to do with the child himself and the parenting of it. It's all about your perspective, and I don't look at it as, I don't see a negative of it. What do you want to say?
Do you know anybody that was on a leash? Were you on a leash? On restraint?
I hear you.
It's not necessary. That's my whole thing.
I
It's not
hear you.
necessary. Yeah, sure, you can in the case that you might be in the grass and you might be playing next to the sidewalk or something, and she try to take off, then yeah, it's gonna hold her right there. But at the same time, I think we both are good enough parents to not put her in a situation like that, and we'll be aware of all of the surroundings and be able to like handle that. I don't think that's. I don't feel like it's necessary.
I hear you.
That's my thing.
But I guess my response to that is what's different from when we were kids and now is the fact that driveways aren't as large as they were previously. And like there's not as many open places for kids to run around and play as there were previously. So we have to use what we have, which is our little bit of a front yard, our streets that aren't as child safe as we would want them to be. So like right now, I don't feel comfortable taking her in our driveway to let her run and play. That's because people are driving back and forth most of the time quite fast. So it's just like I wouldn't feel safe with her being out there. However, if we had her on the little leash, if I'm standing there, she can run, she can play or whatever, but it won't allow her to go as far.
Yeah, because it's only like 3 feet.
And that's fine.
So
but yet again, I'm standing there with her. So I'm playing with her as much. I engage with her when we're at play. So it's not like if we use it, that's to say you're not watching her or things like that. No. It's just I'm playing with you. We're in the driveway, for example. You can run, play, or whatever. We're playing together, but you won't go too far. I will be able to immediately respond if you do go too far. You won't reach the end of the driveway prior to me being able to pull you back in. That's my stance on it. Do you see that or no? You don't want to see it?
I get what you're saying. I'm just not again. I'm not an advocate for it. I don't like it.
Okay. So, what's gonna be our decision on this? Like, are we just not using it? Are we going to test it out and then revisit this and come to a conclusion? Are you okay with me using it and you just not using it? Like, I don't want you to see me use it on her and you get in your feelings or upset about seeing your child with a leash on. So I'm asking, what should be our best approach to this, being that we do have differences in opinions, and I still want to try it. I want to see how she responds with it. Like I said, I see it as a way of promoting her freedom and her exploration and her curiosity, because she is a very curious little girl. And I love that for her and for us. But safety always comes first. So what you think? What we gonna do?
I'm not using it, so
Okay.
if you want to try and see how it goes in the backyard or something.
If she really is in the backyard, I ain't going out there.
Yeah, if you want to try it in the driveway or something. That's on you.
Are you okay with seeing me use it with her to test it out, or you don't want to see it? Like,
I don't like it regardless, but like I said, you already done spent your money on it, so you can test it out and see how it goes in the front yard. And
would it be asking too much if you observe it too and we discuss it?
I'm not familiar.
Okay.
I like I said, I don't really. You have to see it.
Okay.
And maybe you can give me your report on it.
But I would want you to see its use for yourself.
I've seen
but
it.
I mean
I've
on
seen
our
it.
child, and like how I'm like proposing it to you as a safety thing, like not as a animal thing. Like
I'll make a video of it. I'll watch the video.
we're gonna go to church and we're gonna pray for these husbands. I love you.
Yeah, you too.
Give me a kiss.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Mm. So anyways, y'all, this is a true moment of us having differences in differences in opinions about parenting. And yeah, I guess we continue to agree to disagree, but we're gonna figure it out. We'll see. But all right, we'll keep y'all posted on how this thing goes. We out. Uh-oh.